Mr. President, I rise today to ask the Senate to pass my resolution, Senate Resolution 444, a resolution condemning the dictator and general secretary of the Chinese Communist Party, Xi Jinping. There is no greater threat to America's way of life, peace, and prosperity in the world than Xi Jinping and the CCP. Xi Jinping hates us. Communist China wants to destroy us. He is not a partner. He is not a competitor. He is a brutal dictator, leading a criminal organization that lies, cheats, steals, exploits slave labor, and commits genocide and crimes against humanity on an industrial scale. He and his Communist Party lied about the origins of COVID, and they keep lying about it. They used the World Health Organization to spread lies while over 1 million Americans died. And their incompetent, malicious response to COVID isn't the only way Communist China killed Americans. Their unwillingness for years to completely curb the export of fentanyl precursors is directly responsible for the deaths of tens of thousands of our fellow citizens. For decades, they've cheated on trade, causing millions of Americans to lose their jobs. Communist China's currency manipulation continues to threaten our economy and destabilizes the world global order, as well as their hundreds of billions of dollars worth of intellectual property theft. And of course, we know that Xi Jinping and his goons couldn't care less about their own people either. In Xinjiang, Xi's Communist China is committing a horrific genocide against the Uyghur people, putting over 1 million innocent Uyghurs in camps and forcing women to share beds with Han Chinese men sent by the state. They harvest organs from political dissidents, including Falun Gong. And in one case mentioned in the State Department's 2022 country report on Tibet, the CCP literally beat a Tibetan man to death for the crime of delivering food to a home for the elderly. Communist China apparently saw a basic act of charity as an attack on the state's inability to take care of its own people, a task they repeatedly fail at. But Xi isn't about physically attacking and beating his own people. Just look at what happened in Hong Kong in the summer of 2020. 6 years later, they continue to unjustly imprison my friend Jimmy Lai. We will never stop fighting for his release. The CCP doesn't care about cooperation or respect. They constantly attack anyone they don't agree with, including our allies in the Philippines and Taiwan. The CCP, especially under Xi Jinping's tyranny, has a particular brand of evil. They seek to control the world, and in their mind, that means destroying anyone who stands in their way, whether it's their own people or not. We cannot be afraid to stand up to our enemies and hold the line for the next generation of Americans. I hope that no one who cares about human rights and confronting our nation's foremost enemy would prevent this resolution's passage. We cannot afford to abandon our responsibility to our people and to the world to denounce the evil agenda of the Chinese Communist Party. I hope my colleagues will join me in that effort. Mr. President, I ask unanimous consent that the Foreign Relations Committee be discharged from further consideration, and the Senate now proceed to Senate Resolution 444.